Ladies and gentlemen, race fans from all around the world, tonight we celebrate a dream. One man, one crazy idea, a vision so wild people laughed, shook their heads and said, that'll never work. But Wayne Bridges didn't back down. No, he said, let's take asphalt cars and run them on dirt. They said he was out of his mind. They said it couldn't be done. But guess what? Bam! Here we are! Welcome to Wayne's World Racing Series, now proudly known as the S Series. Yeah, that's right, asphalt street stocks on dirt, where drivers strap into these pavement beasts and sling them sideways through the clay. This is the wildest, craziest, most heart-pounding show you'll ever see. And you're watching it on BobbethTV, called by the voice himself, the one and only Bob. These dirt warriors are throwing asphalt muscle like it's nothing. Slide jobs, door slams, and chaos from green flag to checkers. Who's your pick? Who can tame the ass and take the crown this year? Buckle up, race fans, because tonight history writes another chapter. Started with a dream, just a wild, crazy plan. Wayne Bridges stood tall, said, I know I can take those asphalt cars, put them on the clay. They all laughed, but look at us today. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Dirt flying high, no giving up. From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, S Series, baby, this is your night. This is your night. Pavement beasts throwing tails in the dirt, roosters flying and the engines hurt. Bob on the mic calling every turn as those tires spin and the clay roads burn. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Dirt flying high, no giving up. From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, as serious, baby, this is your night. This is your night. They said he was crazy, said it couldn't be done, but Wayne lit the fuse and we all saw the sun. Now the dirt explodes, hear that battle cry, take the ass or kiss that dream goodbye. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Pavement beasts in the dirt, what's up? From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, S Series, baby, this is your night. Ladies and gentlemen, race fans from all around the world, tonight we celebrate a dream. One man, one crazy idea, a vision so wild people laughed, shook their heads and said, that'll never work. But Wayne Bridges didn't back down. No, he said, let's take asphalt cars and run them on dirt. They said he was out of his mind. They said it couldn't be done. But guess what? Bam! Here we are! Welcome to Wayne's World Racing Series, now probably known as the S Series. Yeah, that's right, asphalt street stocks on dirt, where drivers strap into these pavement beasts and sling them sideways through the clay. This is the wildest, craziest, most heart-pounding show you'll ever see. And you're watching it on BobbethTV, called by the voice himself, the one and only Bob. These dirt warriors are throwing asphalt muscle like it's nothing. Slide jobs, door slams, and chaos from green flag to checkers. Who's your pick? Who can tame the ass and take the crown this year? Buckle up, race fans, because tonight history writes another chapter. Started with a dream, just a wild, crazy plan. Wayne Bridges stood tall, said, I know I can take those asphalt cars, put them on the clay. They all laugh, but look at us today. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Dirt flying high, no giving up. From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, S Series, baby, this is your night. This is your night. Pavement beasts throwing tails in the dirt, roosters flying and the engines hurt. Bob on the mic calling every turn as those tires spin and the clay roads burn. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Dirt flying high, no giving up. From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, S Series, baby, this is your night. This is your night. They said he was crazy, said it couldn't be done. But Wayne lit the fuse, and we all saw the sun. Now the dirt explodes, hear that battle cry. Take the ass or kiss that dream goodbye. Welcome to Wayne's World, let's light it up. Pavement beasts in the dirt, what's up? From the blacktop kings to the clay track fight, S Series, baby, this is your night. This is your night. Wayne Bridges, you mad genius, you did it. This is the S Series, baby, and it ain't going anywhere.
All right, BobbethTV is live, and you know what that means. We've got another episode of Mud Mule TV coming your way. Double-header night of racing for the Knuckleheadz iRacing. We're going to start off, as the intro song suggested, with the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series Asphalt Street Stocks on Dirt. We're in New Richmond, USA, Cedar Lake Speedway. About 2 minutes left in practice. And then we'll go to the heat racing feature racing here tonight. We've also got the SHULER Racing Series Dirt Midgets. That'll be at Kevin Harvick's Kern's Raceway. Let's get down to the track, check out our times, see who the faster cars are out there tonight. We've got about 13 cars registered. Chris Standard's quick time with 13.609, 13.658 for Brett Vanderwood, Brian Angel with 13.702, Yoda Outlaws 1, 2, and 3 in practice. Mikey Mixter with the fourth quickest, 13.727, and oh so close right there behind him, 13.729, Alan Hunt. Chad Puttapole. Yes, I was going to say Chad. Chad wasn't going to race tonight. He's got family over, but I thought what better thing to do than to show the family what you do, Chad. Get him watching us on the screens, get him watching you on the sim, and here he is, sixth quickest, 13.737. Dawson Potter's behind him with a 13.760, 13.768 for Kelly McKellen. Wayne Bridges has just upset, and as Chad Puttapole upset that top three for Yoda Outlaws, they've now got 1, 2, and 5. As Wayne and Chad move into third and fourth with a 13.664 and a 13.695. We got down to Kelly McKellen, 13.768 for ninth. Matthew Land, 13.775 for 10th. Travis McDonald's currently 11th quickest, 13.798. 13.825 for Tom Land. Mike Davis with a 13.881. Monday night in the States, Tuesday morning Australia. How are you all, guys and girls? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a good start to your week. And if you're Australian, good end to the start of your week. Your Tuesday morning's kicking off in fashion. Of course, Bob, this of course is the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. And tonight's racing is of course the Wentworth Arse Racing Series and the SHULER Non-Wing Series up next. So I work my way through this coffee. Two-wheeler, look out! Go, Chad! All right, was it qualifying? Is practice is over. We've got to switch on over to qualifying. Qualifying mode on. There we go. Mikey Mixed to the first car out on the track. Chris Standard coming up behind him. Looks like teammate Brett Vanderwood as well. 88 Travis McDonald looks like he's about to hit the track. Let's get some cameras. Dawson Potter, thanks for the like, brother. Good luck out there. Picked up his third league win in 4 weeks yesterday, Dawson Potter, in the dirt street stocks. Can he carry that momentum over to the asphalt street stocks? We'll have to wait and see. Matthew Land currently has quick time 13.681, 13.711 for Travis McDonald. Brian Angel just moves himself up into the top three with a 13.721. Let's look at our point system, see who is where. All right, so it looks like Chris Standridge and Brian Angel. No, Mikey mixed it. No. Yeah, Brian Angel, along with Travis McDonald. So we might have 3 EOLs here tonight. Halfway through our practice, qualifying all 13 cars have qualified. We haven't had any extras. No, they have to register before practice ends. So 13 cars. Travis McDonald, quick time 13.635. Tom Land 13.648. Chad Puddle 13.672. Matthew Land did have quick time for a little while there, 13.681, but he's moved back to fourth with Brian Angel, 13.721. 13.747 for Alan Hunt. Wayne Bridges 13.770. Not far behind him, 13.775. Dawson Potter in 8th. 9th, Michael Mad Dog Davis, 13.789. In 10th, Chris Sandridge with a 13.799. 13.813 for Mikey Mixter. 13.865 for Brett Vanderwood. And Kelly McKellen, 13.873. This is what we're here to race for. Is that the Victory Lane camera? No, there's the Victory Lane. That is Victory Lane. That is where the winner will proudly get to present their car at the end of the night. Going to be one race winner. Who do you think that's going to be? Let us know in the chat, guys. There's Mad Dog himself. My beautiful face on his roof. No! Gosh. Alright, let's get some notes fixed up there as we switch over from qualifying to our first lot of heat races. I reckon it's going to be 2 heats today, 6 and 7, but it looks like 3, 5, 4, and 4. So let's get to our grid for heat 1. It's going to be Travis McDonald and Matthew Land on that front row. Wayne Bridges and Chris Standridge on that second row with Kelly McKellen on that third and final row. Get the gap stuff up. It's got best times. Let's forget to do that. I should set the button. Just change this automatically. So I have it. Off we go, and racing heat 1 of the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series here at Cedar Lake Speedway is underway. Alongside each other, Matthew Land, the son of Tom Land, and Travis McDonald. Travis is going to come out in the number 1 position though as he slides up from that low line. Back behind him in third place, Chris Standridge, and then it is Wayne Bridges, Kelly McKellen. Is that the Willy Warmer? I believe that's the Willy Warmer sponsor on the back of Chris's car. Been trying to get that. Well, Brett Vanderwood in the chat. Chris said, oh, Chris as well. Hello, Chris. Good luck, Chris Tendrich, says Brett Vanderwood. He is a fellow Yoda Outlaws driver. Last lap, Travis McDonald, Chris Davis, Kelly McKellen, Wayne Bridges, sorry, Kelly McKellen in that 5th slot. Get our first checkered flag. Alright, results for Heat 1 are pretty obvious. We saw them come through, but we'll get the official results on our screen. Mo Digging Murphy's, Kelly McKellen in 5th. Wayne Bridges for the Wayne's World Racing Series team in 4th. You had Aldous Chris Anderson in 3rd. Matthew Land from Motor International in 2nd. T-Mac Travis McDonald in 1st. I do believe he has rear of field, so he will not be scored in the pole position. Our grid for the second heat is going to be Tom Land from Motor International, Brian Angel from Toyota Outlaws, Cage Hearts around Dawson Potter, and Mikey Mixter on that second row. All right, pace truck leaving the track. Heat 2 of the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series underway. Brian Angel, Tom Land, Mikey Mixter, Dawson Potter. Lap 4 of 6, Brian Angel still a race leader. Oh my God. Mikey Mixter back there in the 13 machine behind him. Oh no! As we say that, Tom Land got right into him and just sent him flying. All right, we're going to roll this one around. It looks like Mikey Mixter still in the pits. Are just the 3 cars on the track. Brian Angel, Dawson Potter, Tom Land for Heat 2. Cal in the... Is this Cal? Cal M17 in the chat. Hello. G'day, brother. Well, Brent also throwing out the good luck to his other teammate, Brian Angel. If this is... it is. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. This is the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. It's an online racing sim, race through iRacing.com or iRacing Simulator that I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning Australians for an American iRacing League. So these are all real life people sitting in their racing sims racing, trying to race out this extended 10-lap Heat 2 as we get the white flag for the second last time. I will spit it out. Brian Angel coming into 3 and 4 for that last time. Dawson Potter, Tom Lancer behind them. Mikey Mixter is back out on the track, but will officially take 4th place as Brian Angel gets that thing up on 2 wheels. We'll just await the results for Heat 2. Still got one more big race to go tonight after this one. So this is the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series, Asphalt Street Stocks on dirt. But we do still have the SHULER Racing Series, that is non-winged sprint varieties tonight, will be dirt midgets. All right, Mikey Mixter finished in 4th in that heat. Tom Lamb 3rd. KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 2nd with Yoda Outlaws. Brian Angel in 1st. They're about to start our 3rd and final heat, so we better get over there quickly. It is going to be Chad Putterball and Alan Hunt on that front row. Mike Davis and Brett Vanderwood will be on that 2nd row. Thanks for the follow, Cal. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. All right, I have just finished my coffee, so that is a good sign. We are well into it. Just under 30 minutes into the broadcast. I finally smashed it. Travis in the chat. Good luck out there, brother. Good win in Heat 1. Unfortunately, the points leader, so we'll be taking an EOL in the feature. So this heat here is likely to decide who is going to be our pole position starter, I think. Oh, thanks for the share as well, Travis. Appreciate you. And Kelly. Off we go and racing. Let's get down to our racing cams. There's the Kelly notification, because I saw it in the Facebook on my phone, the Facebook notification. So I knew that you'd shared it, but it hadn't come up on my screen on this side. So that was good timing. Lap 2 of 6. Alan Hunt still our race leader with Chad Putterball in 2nd. Brett Vanderwood, Mike Davis 3rd and 4th. All Brent went to try and go a little bit high there to try and get around outside of Chad. Looked like he was having a look at the lease, but tapped that wall. Now he's down low trying to fight with the infield tyres. Excuse me. 2 laps to go. Alan Hunt, Chad Putterball, Brett Vanderwood and Mike Davis still our top 5. Flag lap. This is our last heat races last of the heat races. Sorry, for the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series. We've still got the SHULER Racing Series to come up after this one. That one starts in about 30 minutes time. Ha. Let's get to Heat 3's results before we get to the lineup for our feature race. It is going to be Mike Davis for Modig Mafia in 4th. Yoda Outlaws, Brett Vanderwood 3rd. DWR Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Putterball in 2nd, but Alan Hunt takes out the Heat 3 win. And I believe we'll secure the pole position start, actually, because Travis McDonald will need to go to the rear of field due to his points lead. So that is going to make this one interesting. Last time Alan Hunt had a chance up the front, he really ran with it. We'll read it as they qualify, but this is not how they're starting. So Travis McDonald, Brian Angel front row, Alan Hunt, Matthew Land 2nd. Dawson Potter and Chad Putterball 3rd row. 4th row is going to be Chris Anderson, Tom Land, Brett Vanderwood and Wayne Bridges. On that 5th row. 6th row will be Mikey Mixter and Mike Davis. On that 7th and final row, Kelly McKellen. All right, Trust Brian Angel. Oh, it's a Consi. We've got 2 features. We've got 2, I didn't even look. We've got 2 25 lap main events here tonight, so no EOLs for this one. It will be based on the finishing order of our 25 lap consi here. Twin main events. I knew I forgot to check something. Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Alan Hunt, Chapter by Matthew Land, the 5. Also part of Tom Land, the 10. Mike Easter, Mike Davis, Callum McKellen, the 11 to 13. Whoa, Dawson Potter loses it. Slips his way up the track. That was one hell of a crash. Holy cow. All right, while we just quickly reset that, I am going to thanks James Stratton for the like. Appreciate you, brother. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to go quickly fill up my water bottle, which I normally do when I have my coffee because I like a bit of water with my coffee, but I didn't today. Push. All right, still single file lined up. Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Alan Hunt, Chad Football, Matthew Land, Tom Land, Chris Damage, Brett Vanderwood, Wayne Bridges, Mikey Mixter, Mike Davis, Callum McKellen, Dawson Potter. After that heinous crash, unfortunately in the pit still. Refreshing H2O. Brian Angel, Chad Football, Travis McDonald, Tom Land, Alan Hunt, 8 laps, 8 of 25. Did he get hooked there? He went for it. No, the slight banking, any slight banking with these dirt street stocks, and if you're not careful, they will get up on two wheels and just float on over. But yes, he did go for a ride there. Where did that caution come from? Mike and Mr. Brett Vanderwood, maybe. Let's see if the telemetry's got us for it. See Brett Vanderwood. Let's have a look there. Dawson Potter rejoined the race during that. All right, Brett Vanderwood is the 8 car. Like 8 with the black with the white 8. Oh, you see that lift? Oh, and then he just comes up and sandwiches Mikey Mixer between him and the wall. Excuse me. Lap 13 of 25. This is our Consi race of the Waynesworld Arse Racing Series. Asphalt street stocks on dirt. We're here at Cedar Lake Speedway for this round. 5 lap Consi to be concluded. Then we'll go on into a 25 lap main event. Our current race leader. Travis McDonald second, Brian Angel third, Tom Land fourth, Alan Hunt currently fifth. Just down in 23, that's today. Mike Davis, Callum McKellen, the 6 to 10, the 11 to 13, Brett Vanderwood, Mikey mixed at Dawson Potter. Trying to catch up to that pack in front of him while fending off Mike Davis, Kelly McKellen, Brett Vanderwood, Mikey Mixer behind him. Looks Potter there as well. With a green flag run, this part of the Consi after the last restart here. Chad Putterbock generating about a 4/10 lead. We can see on the track map there, he's just ahead of the pack. Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Tom Land have got their own little 3-car pack going. We see that just up ahead of these boys. Actually, that is a great view. Right along inside Matthew Land's race car. There's his father, Tom Land. Or 25, almost the end of the Consi race here. Chad Putterbolt is going to hold on. Oh, no, Consi out. So Tom Land got caught up in something. I don't see it in the telemetry. Try here. There's Tom. Might have got a little tap in the rear and just sent up into the wall. Ever so, it's not a big issue, but still enough to bring out the caution. Means we're going to finish this one up with a green, white checkered Consi run. 2-lap run to finish this race. We are racing again, green, white, checkered finish. We're going to get back to our main cams. Actually, we'll just get to our normal cams. Stay with our leader. There it is, the Consi race done and dusted. Chad Putterbolt heading straight over to victory lane. Travis McDonald tries to cut him off. Still got one more race to go, boys. Got the feature before we can decide who our victory lane winner is. But let's get to the results of our Consi race. Obviously, the invert will be our starting order. No, sorry, the finishing order will be our starting order. So Tom Land finishing in 13th, KHR's Force, Dawson Potter in 12th, Mikey Mixter 11th, Yoda Outlaws at Brett Vanderwood in 10th. Mo Diggy Mafia picked up 9th and 8th with Kelly McKellen and Mike Davis. Motor International with Matthew Land in 7th, Wayne Bridges 6th, Yoda Outlaws Chris Standridge in 5th, Alan Hunt 4th. 3rd, Brian Angel for Yoda Outlaws, Travis McDonald 2nd, but DWR Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Putterbolt gets the victory. That means our grid is as follows. Oh, that's going to be a messy one. Let's just wait till they line up and then we'll get the grid out that way. Josh Roberts, thanks for the like. Kenneth McLean, thanks for the like. Appreciate it. All right, so it looks like it's going to be Chad Putterball, Alan Hunt, front row, Chris Daniels, Wayne Bridges, second row, Matthew Lander, Mike Davis, third, fourth row, Brett Vanderwood, Kelly McKellen, Mikey Mixture, Dawson put on that fifth row, Tom Lander, Travis McDonald, sixth, Brian Angel will be on that seventh and final row. This is our first 25-lap main event race for tonight. We've still got one more main event to come. That will be the SHULER Racing Series. First, we've got the main event for the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series up now. Off we go and racing in the 3 and 4 for that first time. We're going to get our second lap underway. This is the main event for the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series. So knock things around on my desk. Get the racing cams. Chad Woodable, Alan Hunt, Christian Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, the 5. Brett Vanderwood, Matthew Land, Dawson, Potter, Mike Mixed, Kelly McKellen, the 6 to 10. Oh, there goes. There goes. I think that was Brian Angel. No, Brett Vanderwood. That wasn't Brett Vanderwood. So there you go, James. As you can see, they just get a little loose, a little lighty, little flighty, and they will flip over. Watch the 8 again here. Let's see. I don't think there was any contact whatsoever there. Oh, no, he hit the infield tyres. That put the wheels up in the air, and that just sent him absolutely flying. You got to watch out for those infield tyres, boys. That was huge. Brett Vanderwood, Chad Putterball on the front row, Alan Hunt, Chris Dandridge second, Wayne Bridges, Mike. So, yeah, Chad Putterball, Alan Hunt front row, Chris Dandridge, Wayne Bridges second row, third row, Mike Davis, Matthew Land, Mikey Mixture, Dawson Potter on that fourth row, Tom Lamb, Kelly McKellen fifth row, sixth row, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel seventh and final row, Brett Vanderwood, 13th place is what I was going to say. Damn it, Bob. Good start there. Alan Hunt second, Chris Dandridge third. Bridges back to land fourth and fifth. Took that 92, the 90, 091. The 091 got turned around. That's going to bring out our next caution. right, they're lined back up. It's going to be Chad Putterball and Alan Hunt again on the front row. Chris Dennis, Wayne Bridges, second row. Mike Davis, Mike Mixter, third. Tom Lander, Kellen McKellen, fourth row. Fifth row, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, sixth row. Matthew Land and Brett Vanderwood with Dawson Potter on that third and final row. Pacerock's going to race down the track and leave as he comes out of four, and we'll get this one started. Oh, back. Off we go, and racing lap 6 of 25. This is the main event for the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series. Asphalt Street stops here on dirt. Cedar Lake Speedway is our host. Knuckleheadz iRacing League are the drivers. So we've got one more race to come here tonight, the SHULER Racing Series, Dirt Midgets. That'll be at Kevin Harvick's Kern's Raceway. Oh! I think we cut down just as Chris Standridge lost it. Looks like he got into those infield tyres there. Oh no, got turned around by Wayne behind him and then just flipped down the track. Well avoided by some of those other drivers. Thought this race was exciting. Wait till the Dirt Midgets. That one is going to be a doozy. Pace car going to leave the track. Looks like we've got a single file restart with Alan Hunt in the race lead for the first time tonight. Chad Putterball behind him in second. Mike Davis third. Tom Lander, Travis McDonald fourth and fifth as we get this lap 9 underway. Let's get straight back to the racing cams and get straight to the action. Davis trying to hold off charging Tom Land. Travis McDonald, he's in third place right now. Chad Putterball and Alan Hunt up there ahead of him in second and at first. Battling it out fairly hard there. Chad down low on entry trying to work out a line, but getting the infield tyres are there. Got loose, comes up, slams into the 91. Doesn't, oh, can he, cautions out. He does keep it straight, but it does mean he's going to fall back down the field a little bit. 12 of 25. This is the Wayne's World Us Racing Series here at Cedar Speedway. Looks like another single file restart on our hands. This time Mike Davis, our race leader, Alan Hunt second, Travis McDonald third, Brian Angel fourth, Kellen McKellen fifth, Matthew Land, Brett Van Hall, Christian Strauss, Mike Mitchell, Wayne Bridges, Chapter Bolt, Tom Land with the remaining, what's that, 7, 8 cars. Over halfway through this feature race, can Mike Mad Dog Davis hold on? Can Alan Hunt get back up there? Travis McDonald, Brian Andrew, Kellen in the top 5 also, but just behind them we can see Matthew Land, Chris Damage, Brett Vanderwood, Dawson Potter as well. Looks like that might be Mikey Mixon, Chad Putterbowl not that far behind, with Tom Land and Wayne Bridges also back there. Almost 7 laps remaining as they come through 3 and 4 for the 18th time. Mike Davis still up in that race lead. Alan Hunt and Travis McDonald, they are tightly packed, and Brian Angel not that far off that field either in 4th. Kellen McKellen just behind him. Out. Looks like Kelly McKellen was part of that one, so let's have a look. There he is there, the 48 machine with the Bob Show logo. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, looks like he just went to move up the lane a bit and absolutely came into contact with one of the other cars, Brett Vanderwood, and just slammed down into that infield wall. Where are we at yellow wise? Let's have a look. That's our 5th yellow for the evening so far. Multiple lead changes. Chad Putterbowl, Alan Hunt, Mike Davis have all led the race. Right now though, points leader Travis McDonald has got himself on that front row for this next restart. It's going to be lap 22. 4 laps remain. Restart here. Travis McDonald, Mike Davis, Alan Hunt, Brian Andrew, Matthew Land, Chris Cedar, Brett Van Hall, Dawson Potter, Mikey Mixer, Tom Land, Chad Putterbowl, Wayne Bridges, and Kelly McKellen. Oh no, we're going to step in front. Less than 5 laps remaining. We'll stay with Travis McDonald. Can he hold on? Mike Davis, Alan Hunt. The top 3 is what I was trying to say with that collection of names. As we get to our 2 to go lap. So Travis McDonald's going to hold on and come through with the victory here. White flag lap. 3 and 4 for that last time. T-Mac is going to get it done. Back-to-back races. He won the KP Plumbing European Modifieds last night. Our second race of the evening, our last race for last night. and picks up the victory in the first race for tonight. Congratulations, T-Mac. My commission chap Kruber retired early. Get our official feature results. 13th place will officially go to DWR Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Puttable. Mikey Mixer in 12th. Modiggy Mafia's Kelly McKellen finished in 11th, with Wayne Bridges in 10th. Motor International's Tom Land in 9th. KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 8th. Yoda Outlaws had the 7th and 6th spots locked up. Brett Vanderwood and Chris Standridge respectively. The top 5, Matthew Lamb for Motor International. Yoda Outlaws teammate Brian Angel in that 4th slot. 3rd was Alan Hunt. Modiggy Mafia's Mike Davis in 2nd. But there can be only one victor. That man on our screens right there, the 88 T-Mac, Travis McDonald, gets the victory. Let's get his deets up on our screen here. We'll get on over to the Discord. Interview channel open, all of that stuff. There's the familiar ding as Travis McDonald joins us in the winning booth. Congratulations, Travis. Bit of an interesting race, this one. We had 4 race leaders, possibly more based on relative, but 4 sort of lap leaders in Chad Puttable, Alan Hunt, Mike Davis, and yourself. But you sort of timed it out well with that EOL run to the front in terms of... it looked like each caution, the person in second was able to just get past the first place car before the yellow was called. Mike did it to Alan, you did it to Mike.
Yeah.
Talk us through that race.
To be honest, it was luck at the end in a way. I mean, I was faster than they were. There was no good way around them, like, at all.
Yep.
When I seen Allen and Davis touch, I thought, man, they're going to get loose. I'm just going to shoot to the outside and hope for the best. And that's pretty much what saved me, I think.
That seemed to be the case in a lot of instances where some very quick thinking sort of made or broke the race. A lot of racing deals, a lot of that infield tire set through the turns was a bit of an obstacle. We saw a few cars getting up on 2 wheels. It looked like sometimes it was the banking and just gravity pulling the cars up. Most of the time it did look like those infield tyres. How much of a danger were they to you?
The inside tires was pretty rough. Like, you really had to watch them. I don't think that was necessarily the fastest line around, but I mean, if you hung down there, you could pass a few if they got loose, but you kind of had to run real wide on this track and just barely cut. I mean, you wanted to almost touch the tires right in the middle of the corner. And just start drifting up, because you had to enter low or high and come out high pretty much. Keep a good momentum run. I mean, you could run somebody side by side, but if the car to the outside could keep it real steady, he just had more momentum. It was just a little faster.
Now, one of the other things we did see, and especially with late model racing here at Cedar Lake, it's kind of a token thing that you do see. Turn 1 has a little divot if you come in mid to low, and then turn through 3 and 4. Traditionally, you will basketball that front left tire will leave the ground multiple times. It looked like with these boys with the dirt street, with the asphalt street stock, the US cars, that the front left would come up off the ground coming through the turns, but it wouldn't bounce. So were you getting enough bite with that front right to sort of keep it set, or was that a fight through 3 and 4 when that front left was coming up off the ground?
It was a fight in a way. I mean, if you hit it just right, you could ride it through. But if you didn't, you kind of had to steer it through, because you either start sliding in the rear or to hook and try to come down. It choked the car up really bad.
It's probably I think definitely a Cedar Lake thing, obviously, with the way that works, and not all the cars are affected by it. I find like the modifieds or the open wheel your big blocks, UMPs, things like that, not as bad because they're just big heavy pieces of machinery, so it's hard to get that wheel up off the ground in the first place. But yeah, those lighter cars, your pro late models and lower, especially the street stocks, definitely look like that was another obstacle that the boys were fighting, and I do enjoy it. It's good racing for me as a broadcaster when the track is an additional driver, you know, an additional car, an additional opponent on the track, it really makes you guys have to really work for everything. You're not just sort of paying attention to your relative and you know, the real estate, the track can really sort of, you know, throw a curveball at you. I think we saw one where one of the guys was coming through, coming out of 4 and it just wouldn't bite. It wouldn't dive up the track. So he gave it a little bit and it just seemed to really grab and just threw him straight up, like way more than he intended to give it. And that seems to be the way the track is. It will fight
Right.
you and you can fight it back, but it's more sort of a balance, not you getting the victory or you giving more force than the track's giving you. I saw that seemed to be a bit of a concern for some of the midfield. Now, from one extreme to the other, we're going from Asphalt Street Stocks at Cedar Lake to Dirt Midgets at Kern's Raceway, Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Is there anything that you could really take from this race into the next race, or is it just reset, see what the track does, and just start all over again?
These cars is nothing like I'm gonna have to regroup and hope for the best.
I feel like that is going to be the plan for a lot of them. I feel like some of the guys, Tom Land, Matthew Land, specifically, not to call them out, but I feel like they're going to be some of the guys that will move up that midfield pack a little bit that when they do jump into the midgets. Hopefully Chad continues on. He's another one. Chris Standridge, that gap that you've got on him, 5 positions, is going to broaden that points margin a little bit, only by about, what, 4 or 5 points? I think it's only at 3 or 4 points as it stands. So not really locking in the R series just yet. 3 points of difference coming into tonight, so I think it's going to be about 8 points. So almost a race. You know, you have to sort of finish inside the top 10 for the rest of this series, and Chris needs to finish as high as possible to challenge for that. But just one of the many competitions that has not been locked in just yet. Still 4 weeks to go. So we wish you the best of luck with that one. The lobby's just open, so we'll let you go, stretch your legs, get yourself a drink, get yourself ready for that one. And we'll see you on our screens again soon. Like I said last night, we'll have you back in the booth anytime we can. The very next night is always a pleasure. But you know, that is up to you. Before we let you go, though, brother, friends, family, sponsors, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Lovely wife and kids for, you know, supporting me, wanting me to race and allowing me, giving me the spare time, and the shop for funding the needs of it. And of course, you, Bob, for always broadcasting for us, and the Knucklehead Elite, you know, for always inviting nice people in. And we always got a good group of guys. We always race hard. We seen some little bit of beating in that last race, and we all gathered it up and kept on going and laughed about it when it was over. That's the main goal, man.
That is it. That is it. We're just carrying on that hard and fun racing from yesterday, and that's just carrying it on from the week before, and that's carrying it on from the week before. It's just been, as the season sort of winds down, the competition is not letting off. Literally every point up for grabs is being contested. So it's great to see, and like we've seen with every, you know, there's always at least one championship in Knuckleheads that's always up for contention on the final night. And I feel like with the way we're going, we might have more than one this season. So best of luck with you. Best of luck with everyone else that's sort of vying for those championships. And yeah, there can be only one. So we'll have to wait and see in the next coming month who that's going to be.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, brother. We will talk soon. Best of luck in the SHULER Racing Series.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, that was Travis McDonald, our winner here tonight for the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series. We're just going to jump on over to the SHULER Racing Series intro, and we'll get ourselves lined up for that next race. We'll be back soon, guys. Facebook stream went down, says Dawson. All right, let's have a quick look at that, which is weird because it's a multi-stream that goes out to everything all at once. So says was live. All right. Can I pause the stream? I can't. I can only end it. I don't want to do that. Let me just quickly do a Google. Looks like I've got to log out of Facebook and log back in. All right, you may need to keep watching.
Fans, welcome to the SHULER Racing Series, where horsepower meets heart and legends are made under the lights. First off, a huge special thanks to the boys at Knuckleheadz for putting this series together, and to Team DWR Dirt Warrior Racing for stepping up as our proud sponsor. Without either of them, this whole show wouldn't be possible. And remember, every lap, every slide job, every door-to-door battle you're about to witness will be called by the one, the only Bob with BobbethTV, the magician with the mic, the voice from the land down under, bringing you every ounce of the action! But before we drop the green, tonight, we remember the man behind the name, the man whose hands turned wrenches like an artist, whose heartbeat with the sound of roaring engines. Phil SHULER, this series is for you! May you forever soar above the dirt tracks, riding with the warriors you built for, the racers you believed in, and the sport you loved with everything you had! Race fans, the stage is set, the engines are rumbling, the dirt is ready to fly! This is the SHULER Racing Series, and it's go time! For the sound of thunder and wheels, fuel in his veins, dirt under his heels. Phil SHULER built more than steel and chrome. He built a legacy drivers call home. White knuckle rides on a Saturday night, slide jobs flying under stadium lights. Every boat, every weld, every part he made, built for the brave who ain't afraid. This is the SHULER Racing Series, where legends are born and dreams ain't easy. He gave it all for the fearless few, for the ones who drive like they got nothing to lose. Dirt's flying, engines crying, hearts beating loud, feels riding with them in every lap now. It's more than a race, it's a tribute to flame, and we carry it on in the SHULER name. From the garage to the checkered line, he poured in love, he gave it time. Not just a car, it was a warrior shield, built for battle on that red clay field. Safety first for the bold and the fast, to make sure every driver makes it back. He was the heart, the soul, the spark. Now his legacy races through the dark. This is the SHULER Racing Series, where legends are born and dreams ain't easy. He gave it all for the fearless few, for the ones who drive like they got nothing to lose. Dirt's flying, engines crying, hearts beating loud, feels riding with them in every lap now. It's more than a race, it's a tribute to flame, and we carry it on in the SHULER name. Presented by Knuckleheadz, we fly that flag. Dirt Warrior Racing's got our backs in the pack. BobbethTV brings the heat to the screen. It's the wildest show this dirt's ever seen. This is the SHULER Racing Series. It's about love, grit, and white knuckle fury. From pit to podium, it's all fulfilled. It's passion and drive, a racing still. Dirt's flying, tires grinding, we light up the track with feel in our hearts. We ain't ever looking back. This is more than a race, it's a legend in flame, and we'll ride till the end in the SHULER name. Yeah, we ride every turn, every fight, fulfill under the lights. Race fans,
Welcome to the SHULER Racing Series, where horsepower meets heart, and legends are made under the lights. First off, a huge special thanks to the boys at Knuckleheadz for putting this series together, and to Team DWR Dirt Warrior Racing for stepping up as our proud sponsor. Without either of them, this whole show wouldn't be possible. And remember, every lap, every slide job, every door-to-door battle you're about to witness will be called by the one, the only Bob with BobbethTV, the magician with the mic, the voice from the land down under, bringing you every ounce of the action! But before we...
All right, BobbethTV is back. You know what that means? We are live once again. Let's get on over to our race screen. Oh, Jesus. My voice started coming through my phone. That's horrible. You guys hear that? Oh, my gosh. No, we're here at Bakersfield, USA, Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. This is the Knuckleheadz iRacing League SHULER Racing Series, where legends are made, dreams ain't easy. We've got our practice boys out on practice 12 cars. Get down to our race screen. You know the drill. I'll take a short break while we watch practice, and I'll be back shortly. All right, and with that, practice comes to a close. Chad Puttable cracks the 14-second mark with a 13.987, 14.029, the quickest time after that in practice, all the way down to 14.557. Let's just put, there we go, just so that we know I'm supposed to be talking as we roll out to a qualifying here. Ken McLean, Tom Land, Matthew Land, Alan Hunt. I believe 12 cars have registered for tonight's race. These are dirt midgets here at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, Bakersfield, USA. Well, I believe it's Bakersfield. Let's double check that. Yeah, Bakersfield, USA. Dirt midgets. Alan Hunt on our screens right now. Tom Land 14.574. Ken McLean 684. 14.799 for that man on our screens. Alan Hunt 14.902 for Wayne Bridges. Dawson Potter 14.905. 15.007 and 15.181 for Matthew Land and Lewis Catalan. Matthew Land improves that 15.001 to a 14.841. Ken McLean, Karen quick time with a 14.566. Oh, trust me, 14.420. Nice. .420 is our quick time as it stands. Travis McDonald was the winner of our previous race, the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series, Asphalt Street Stocks on Dirt. Also won the KP Plumbing European Modified race last night, along with Dawson Potter winning the Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks. So Travis McDonald on a bit of a winning way this week. 2 of the 3 races run so far, he has won. All right, Heat 1 is lining up. Let's get this screen set up as they're starting to roll already. Jesus. Travis McDonald and Ken McLean. Oh, it looks like it's going to be 2 heats here tonight. Inside line decided by Heat 1. So Travis McDonald, Ken McLean on that front row. Chad Puttable and Dawson Potter on that second row. Alan Hunt and Lewis Catalan on that third and final row. McLean, Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, that's the 3. Chad Allen and Lewis, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. As I find my camera controls, there they are. 8 laps here at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, Dirt Midgets, SHULER Racing Series. Thank you, Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Ooh, that is, I believe that's Chad Putterball back there in the SHULER Racing Series 20. Had to check up a little bit to avoid contact with the Steel 44 Dawson Potter. Well, it looks like Lewis Catalan might have crashed. No caution though, so must have kept it going. Might have gone down into the infield or up into the wall, but kept it straight, no damage. Still 3 laps to go, 6th, 7th and 8th to come, as Kent McLean is racing away with the Heat 1 race lead. Travis McDonald still 2nd, Dawson Potter 3rd, that car there, Chad Putterball in 4th, Alan Hunt there behind him in 5th, Lewis Catalan a little bit further off the field, actually just ahead of the lead pack, if you see on the track map, at 32, they'll be coming up on him. Actually, it looks like he's let Kent McLean, yeah, and Travis and Dawson through. He's on the infield, there we go. White flag lap, last lap of Heat 1, our second and last heat race to come. But before we look at the points and EOLs for wins and series leading, the inside line has been decided with Kent McLean taking victory in Heat 1. Privateer Lewis Catalan and Alan Hunt 6th and 5th. DWR Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Putterball and creator, sponsor of the SHULER Racing Series in 4th. Dawson Potter from KHR in 3rd. Travis McDonald 2nd. But BAM Motorsports Kent McLean picks up the victory here in Heat 1. Who's going to start alongside the pole position starter from Heat 2? Will it be Mikey Mixter or Tom Land on the front row? Brian Angel and Mike Davis on that second row, or Matthew Land and Wayne Bridges on our 3rd and final row. The final heat race for tonight begins momentarily. All right, here we go. Racing is starting Heat 2, 8 laps. Tom Land, Mikey Mixter, Mike Davis, Brian Angel, Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges is our 6-car field for Heat 2. The halfway mark of the heat racing, 4 laps in, 4 to go. Tom Laird, Mikey Mixter, Mike Davis still our top 3. Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges and Matthew Land. The 4th, 5th and 6th placed cars. Mixter looks like he is battling Tom Land on that track map. Let's get up to the lead and just check that out. There they are, Mikey Mixter, Tom Land. Mikey Mixter officially has the race lead via the relative. Can he get it? Oh, he does. He steals the race lead with 2 to go. Tom Land's going to try a little mini slider, but I think Mikey's too high up the track for that angle to work. He was. As he comes around, he's just going to hold on for one more lap to secure that front row start. Go, Mikey, go! 14.650, his last lap. Quite a quick one. Quickest one out there, in fact. As we get the checkered flag. P2 done and dusted. Oh, 14.665 to 14.664. What a race to the finish there between Mikey Mixter and Tom Land. Results are as follows. Motorway Internationals, Matthew Land in 6th place. Wayne's World Racing Series, Wayne Bridges in 5th. 4th place, Meeting Mafia, Mike Mad Dog Davis. Brian Angel for Yoda Outlaws in the top 3. Then we had Motorway Internationals, Tom Land in 2nd. And Mikey Mixter picking up the Heat 2 victory. All right, let's get to our grid. We'll jump over to the Knuckleheadz Discord briefly. And just have a quick look at the point system for the SHULER Racing Series, the non-wing series. All right, looks like Travis McDonald was our winner last week and our points leader, so he'll go to the rear of field. That means front row will be Kent McLean and Mikey Mixter. Second row is going to be Dawson Potter and Tom Land. Third row, Chad Puttable and Brian Angel. Fourth row will be Alan Hunt, Mike Davis. Fifth row will be Lewis Catalan and Wayne Bridges. And then Matthew Land and Travis McDonald will be on that 6th and final row. This is it. This is our 50-lap main event, our last race. It is Monday night in the United States, Tuesday morning Australia. We've got one more race after this to go. That is tomorrow night for the Americans. Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning for Australia. It will be the Motorway International Limited late models. So make sure you like, follow, or subscribe to BobbethTV, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch to watch on your favourite channel. We are having some hiccups with Facebook tonight, so we're just on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch apparently. The Facebook stream did fall over, so we'll put a link to the full stream in the chat. Actually, we should probably do that now. Grab the Twitch stream so people can watch the main event still. Race started. I'm just trying to click over real quickly. Get our good cameras up on the screen so we can see some racing action as lap 2 is halfway underway with Mikey Mixter and Kent McLean still side by side racing for first and second. Tom Land, Dawson Potter and Brian Angel in 3rd, 4th, 5th place cars as our first caution comes out. Give you a chance to reset and there we go. For the Twitch link on the Facebook page for now. So hopefully those that normally watch via Facebook can still join in. I don't really worry about the viewer count too much, but you can notice the couple that are missing that are generally on Facebook. And don't want to make them have to use a completely different platform, but I would like them to be able to watch some great racing. Caution come out on lap 3. This is the SHULER Racing Series. We're about to get started again with Kent McLean, Mikey Mixter, Dawson Potter, Chad Puttable, Tom Land, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Lewis Catalan, and Travis McDonald, Alan Hunt, and Wayne Bridges. Oh, there has been a crash there, it looks like. Wayne Bridges and Lewis Catalan. Looks like Wayne Bridges up high. Oh, Lewis Catalan just... Oh, no, it wasn't Lewis. That was Brian Angel. There's Lewis Catalan there, just coming into contact with Wayne Bridges, bringing out our second caution. Oh, man! Why was that muted? How long has it been muted for? That has been a while since I've done that. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Vicky, to all the drivers and their families. I was saying that obviously we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia, but I understand the concept of it and do think it is a great thing. So, you know, yeah, if I had to choose anyone to give thanks to, quite easy. You know, the drivers, the league for putting this together, you guys coming along and watching it. Me being an idiot for muting my mic for some reason and not unmuting it. I was probably taking a drink of my water, actually. But thank you, Vic. I would be so lost without you, Vicky. I imagine there's a number of people that get to claim that. All right, we're on lap 19 of 50, the SHULER Racing Series here at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, Knuckleheadz iRacing League Division of Racing. Ken McLean, our race leader, Mikey Mixed. Oh, we see that is the 32 of Lewis Catalan. Just got a bit loose there. Travis McDonald, Chad Puddleball able to avoid any contact. See Michael Mad Dog Davis behind Lewis Catalan, the 99. But up ahead of those guys, the top 5, Brian Angel, Tom Lamb, Dawson Potter, Mikey Mixter, and our race leader, Kent McLean. I'm going to duct tape the button. It's like muscle memory to go behind my ear and push the button sometimes. I don't know why, but it just is. Almost the halfway mark of this battle, up 22 of 50. So I kind of wish we did have something like Thanksgiving down here in Australia, some sort of November event, because pretty much after Halloween, everyone moves into Christmas mode. And, you know, it's like, I'm not a Grinch or anything like that, but Christmas is, you know, December. Everything should have a month, not, you know, the time between. Because then the next thing to whinge about after that is as soon as Christmas is done, bloody Easter starts. And it's like, no, that's still like a quarter of a year away. Oh, I'm going around now, those things, sorry. All right, we're on lap 25 and 50, the last lap of the first half of this 50 lap feature battle. 1 hour scheduled in. We're about 9 minutes in, so we've got plenty of time left. These boys racing through as that is Tom Land, third place, up into the wall. Spins around a few times. Dawson does come into contact, but nothing crazy. So he'll retain position. Tom Land may go to the rear of field for that caution. So he'll have to race his way back, but basically a full feature length race to go. Alright, we'll get lap 27 when we get this one going, or lap 28, I think lap 27. Yeah, because there we go, it says back to lap 26. Single file currently. Pace truck has left the track, so that is going to be our restart. Ken McLean, Mikey Mixter, Dawson Potter, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, the 5. Chad Puddleball, Lewis Catalan, Mike Davis, Alan Hunt, Matthew Land, the 6 to 10, 11 and 12 is Tom Land and Wayne Bridges as we get this one back underway at lap 27 of 50. This is Dirt Midgets, Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Dirt Midgets. All thanks to the SHULER Racing Series. All caution straight back out. Just trying to get the telemetry to roll back a little bit so I can have a look, because it looks like a number of cars in that one. Lewis Catalan, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges possibly. At least 3 cars there. Let's have a look. We'll start off with Lewis Catalan, the red 32. Bud was the 32 there. Hits the wall. Spins out, comes down, catches one of those cars, catches another. Ultimately getting Wayne Bridges to bring out our latest caution. Another single file restart on hand. Telemetry back up to date. lap 30. Nope, lap 30. About to start, but no caution. Another caution coming out. Looks like Wayne Bridges, Lewis Catalan coming into contact. There's Wayne Bridges. Lewis Catalan back there behind Tom Land. Right, wait, just something happens with Wayne. Weird. It's even marked as the crash, but alright, we'll just reset. Get ready for our restart. Alright, we are back racing lap 30 of 50. The SHULER Racing Series Dirt Midgets at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway back underway. So 20 laps to go. So not really locked in yet. Ken McLean, our race leader, with Mikey Mixon, Dawson Potter, Travis McDonald, and Chad Puttlebaugh. No, Travis McDonald moves in the third. Dawson Potter fourth. Oh, geez, every time they do that, they swap Chad Puttlebaugh, Brian Angel, Travis McDonald, and Dawson Potter. Battling for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, respectively. Oh, caution back out, lap 34 of 50. Matthew Land, it looks like, in this one. Have a look. There he is there, the Camo 091, or the Mr. Shark sort of looking thing. Yeah, slides up, hits the wall, gets spun around. And that will be, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so our sixth caution for the SHULER Racing Series. We knew these ones were going to be a handful of dirt midgets here at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. The Asphalt Street Stocks were also a handful at Cedar Lake Speedway earlier tonight. That was won by Travis McDonald. He's currently third here tonight. The single file restart race order is going to be Matthew. No, it's not going to be Matthew Land in race lead. It's going to be Kent McLean. Travis is in second, Bob. Mikey Mixter, Dawson Potter, Chad Puttlebaugh, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Wayne Bridges, Tom Land, Lewis Catalan, and Matthew Land. Alan Hunt has retired just now, actually, it looks like. So we wish him the best of luck. Hopefully he's back tomorrow for the Motor International Limited Late Models as the pace truck comes back out to just reset this race. We'll get it back going in a moment. Lap 36 over 50. Looks like our latest caution straight back out as soon as we got this one underway. Let's see if we can see what happened on that restart. Seems to have occurred around this section here. Going on Michael Mad Dog Davis. A little bit of contact from Wayne Bridges, who moves up into Lewis Catalan and Matthew Land there, it looks like, as well. He's going to bring out our 8th caution. All right, lap 36 back underway. Kent McLean, Travis McDonald, Micah Mixon, Dawson Potter, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Tom Land, Chad put by Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges, Lewis Catalan. 11 cars remain in the SHULER Racing Series battle in the dirt midgets here at Kern Raceway. Back to our race cams. Though we don't caution straight back out. Trouble getting this one underway. It looks like Tom Land this time. Let's have a look there. 91 machine. Oh, just gets in contact with the 99. Tried to pull off there. Just got shot straight up into the outfield wall. Single file restart on our hands. Lap 37 of 50, still 14 laps to go in this SHULER Racing Series round at Kern Raceway. The dirt midgets are the cars for this week as we get started. Lap 37 of 50. Let's try and get straight to the race cams so we can get to the action, just in case. Just 11 cars in this field. The top 5, Kent McLean, Travis McDonald, Mike Mixon, Dawson, Brian Angel. 6 to 11, Chad Putterball, Mike Davis, Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges, Lewis Catalan, and Tom Land after that last restart. Coming up very close to single-digit laps remaining. Just remember, folks, one more race to come on BobbethTV tomorrow. Motorwear International Limited Late Models. It is the 3rd and final day of racing for the Knuckleheadz iRacing Leagues Racing Week. So we get to caution out, 10 to go on restart. Field lining up yet again. It's going to be 10 to go for the SHULER Racing Series Dirt Midgets here at Kern Raceway. Thanks to the Knuckleheadz iRacing League when we get this one restarted. Pace truck has left the track. We're going to get this one going as they come down the backstretch. The final time under the yellow flag. Ken McLean, Travis McDonald, Mikey Mr. Brian Angel, Dawson Potter are going to continue that top 5 battle. Ken McLean off to a great start there. A little bit of contact. That's Brian Angel, Travis McDonald second and fourth place. Mikey Mixter in between him in third. Managed to keep it green and gold, not wasting any sort of speed or anything like that. It has allowed Ken to really lock that 8 tenths of a second. Almost a second. No, it is a second lead now on Travis McDonald. We get a bit of a green flag run here. We've got Dawson Potter in the top 5 position, trying to hold off Chad Footerball, who really wants that top 5 run. So Chad's going to move up into the top 5 position. Brian Angel ahead of him, Mikey Mixter as well. Just 5 laps remain. Kent McLean, can he hold on? He's got a 1.5 second lead. I feel like Travis McDonald and Brian Angel's battle is really helping that. Along with Mikey Mixter adding in to the elements there. Chad Footerball just back a little bit behind them with Dawson Potter as well. Mike Davis, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land, Lewis Catalan round out the field. Oh, who are we with there? Mikey Mixter up on the wall. No, that's not good. Interesting view to cut over to though. Let's get a bit of a better look at that one externally. There he is, just up near the wall. Doesn't tap it there, so it wasn't there. Coming up off of there, no, nice and fine. Here it is. Here, that's where we cut to him. Bit of a wall ride there. That takes some skill. Four laps to go. It's going to be a bit of a sprint to the finish here. Ken McLean, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Chad Footerball, Dawson Potter, Mike Davis, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land, Lewis Catalan. Mikey Mixter still in the pits. Alan Hunt has retired. 10 cars remain. Oh, it is a battle up the front. We're going to stay up the front for this last 2 laps here. See if Ken McLean can hold off a charging Travis McDonald. He built up a very commanding 1 second lead in that prior run. Not so fortunate this time off the restart. Well, caution has come out though. Dawson Potter and Matthew Land coming into contact there, it seems. Tom Land also involved in that, but Matthew Land, Dawson Potter there at the end coming into contact. Alright, Mikey Mixter back out on the track, as is Matthew Land. So full, well, not quite full field, but 11 car field. Alan Hunt retired 14 laps ago. go. Green, white, checkered finish. 2 laps remain. Coming to 3 and 4 for that second and last time. Looks like Ken McLean off to a good start off that restart. Travis McDonald a couple of paces back there. Not going to be able to close that gap with a lap to go. All he's going to do is hold off Brian Angel, Chad Puttable, Wayne Bridges, that top 5 run. Ken flirts with the infield. Lost a bit of momentum there. Travis did come racing up on him, but checkered flag is there. The race is over. SHULER Racing Series Dirt Midgets here at Kern Raceway, won by Kent McLean. Once it was all said and done, let's get to the official results. We know Alan Hunt retired early, so who will officially score 12th, sorry. 11th, Mikey Mixter, KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 10th, Motor International's Tom Land in 9th. Lewis Catalan 8th, Mad Dog Michael Davis for Mo Digging Mafia in 7th. Motor International's Matthew Land in 6th with Wayne's World Racing Series, Wayne Bridges in 5th. DWR Dirt Warrior Racing and SHULER Racing Series, Chad Puttable in 4th. Yoda Outlaws, Brian Angel secured the 3rd place position. Travis McDonald 2nd. With Ken McLean, BAM Motorsports. Not someone we often see on a Tuesday night Monday night US, but here he is. Ken McLean getting the victory. Let's get his deets up on the screen here. Why do I keep losing the Discord? That's what I was looking for. All right, we're in the booth with this man. He won Heat 1 here tonight, started pole position, and ultimately on paper, once it was all said and done, had the race won. There were a few scary moments there. There were a few moments there where I think you could have had some scones and a cup of tea, out by about 1.5, 1.6 seconds, but looked a bit scary before that green-white checkered finish, Kent, but you held on. How are the knuckles? How often did you exhale in those last 5 laps? And congratulations.
Yeah, I don't think I breathed probably the last 10 minutes of that race. It was definitely fun. I was wondering when the bottom was gonna. I knew the bottom would have, was gonna come in, and then right before one of them cautions we had, when Travis made it to second, I was able to look up and see him pull up where he was probably a car, and I saw him run the low line, and that caution come out. I was like, well, bottom's coming back in, so I moved back down there, and there was a couple iffy moments, but it was definitely a good race.
Definitely was. We knew Dirt Midgets here at Kern Raceway, Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, was going to be a fun night. It was going to be interesting. It looked like for the biggest part, it was that loss of momentum, and I think that, as you were saying, as it sort of was surprisingly moving up and down on the track and things like that, and looking at there, it looked like 2 very slick lanes on the track, which you're commonly used to seeing a bit of dark, like 1 lane of glass there. But if we get the cameras to go back, there we go. Yeah, it's sort of, you can see a distinct line, but it looks like it comes low out of 2, high down the backstretch, and high into 3. But low out of 4, high into backstretch of 1. Like there's just, the entries and exits were slightly different, and it's not easy to shift up and down a lane. So you've really got to take the good with the bad at each end of the track there, and sort of, one end you're slightly quicker, one end you're going to be slightly slower, and we saw that with some of the relative racing. What was the sort of the trickiest part for you? Was it the change in line? Was it just the getting through that real estate? Well, not getting through that real estate. You never really worry about that. Was it? I guess having a lot of different people nipping at your heels is another one.
Yeah, I mean, running the low line here, you had to hit your marks 100%, and I mean, it was all about corner entry, where you entered, how fast you entered, throttle control until you got out of the corner. It was a lot. once down low. Up high wasn't much effort besides having to wheel it, which, I mean, it was a handful in itself.
Yep.
But the bottom was just a total different animal in these and just how the track wore in. But if you could run it, it was super fast. And then I know one of those restarts, Travis about passed me on the inner Kern coming out of two. But yeah, luckily I was able to, have enough bite and pitch it in and have, have the lane going into three. So, but yeah, so it was definitely, toward the end, it was definitely mine to lose. And I was like, just don't mess up.
That's it. Like I
Got
said,
it.
yeah, no, that's and that's the thing. It's the say like I like the last 5 laps or so. You obviously you want to be up the front, especially if there is it's close or whatever, or if there's a green white checkered restart. But you also don't want to jinx any one driver as well. So it's kind of fun for me trying to sort of call the action and watch it and not be somewhat mentally responsible if something screws up for you guys up the front. But no, it's always fun racing. Now, we've talked about some drivers in the championship sort of being within the chase, not necessarily in with a chance. 4 weeks to go, and mathematically, certainly still possible for you to get up there. You would need some really bad luck for Travis McDonald and Tom Land to do so. But like I said to Travis earlier, every point matters pretty much at this stage of the season in all the different divisions. So obviously having you sort of not really a regular driver. So we sort of look at some of the guys who are in the points consistently without a victory. So, showing that consistent finishes count. But you sort of looking through your SHULER non-wing series, you're like every other week you're sort of off. You're not around, or you might be not around. Sort of a couple of weeks consecutively, and then back for 2, then on for 1, off for 1. But this will be officially your 6th victory in the SHULER non-wing racing series. As I say, Tom Land and Travis McDonald above you. Obviously, Tom a little bit further down the field, and below you, Wayne Bridges, Chad Putterball in 4th and 5th, and Chad, obviously, Wayne finished up in the top 5, so that'll close that gap. So I think there's going to be bragging rights up for grabs for 3rd. You might be able to hold on to it if you keep going, but Wayne and Chad nipping at your heels for that one, as Tom and Travis battle for the main result. But like I say, that it's not like let them race it out for the points. It's make them battle for every single point they earn. And with 4 weeks of racing left, holy cow, we're at Chili Bowl next week. And then Bristol, Lincoln, and Eldora. What a run home for the championship! That is going to be fun as, obviously for every race you can attend. And it was awesome to have you on the screens tonight. We wish you the best of luck with those races. And as I say, keep those boys working for every single point they can. Schedule-wise, we know we generally don't see you Tuesday nights, but I'll ask anyway. Motor International Limited late models tomorrow night. Do you think you'll be out there, or is the volleyball sports / family up tomorrow night?
No, volleyball is over with finally.
The season is done.
Yeah, so I may have to come and run somebody's night tomorrow night. Steal some points away from somebody.
That is exactly what I wanted to hear. As I said, we don't want to make it. You want to make it easy for the guys. You want to make them work for it, and like I say, with the points so close, in a lot of these battles, every point matters. So you are the guys that can get up there and do some mischief. Dawson and Travis yesterday. You and Travis today. Well, not Travis. Travis doesn't count. He is points leader. You and Dawson. Then keep putting that pressure on the guys like Travis and Tom Land, etc. for those points battles. But before we let you go, and once again, congratulations. Bragging rights for another week in the SHULER Racing series. Friends, family, and sponsors. Who do you need to give a shout out to, my man?
The wife and kids for letting me do it. All the guys at KHR and the admins for what they do week in, week out. You, Bob, for the broadcast. SHULER, the sponsor with Chad. Him sponsoring the series. I want to appreciate him for putting that on, and because these definitely make a heck of a race each week. I love these cars. But KP Plumbing Services, that's about it.
No, excellent, my man. Well, look, congratulations yet again. Best of luck when we see you out there tomorrow night. Motor International Limited Late Models. I believe that one is at, where's my schedule gone? Oh, God, I'm unorganized today. I'm always unorganized. What am I talking about? No, I don't think we have the Weird Sports points up yet. So Lima Land, however we pronounce that, next week, tomorrow night. That's that battle is between, actually, it looks like 17-point lead by Travis McDonald in at first, but Jonathan Foxworth and Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, John Bennett, Chris Standridge, all the way back to 6 with 66, 66, 65, 63, and 63 points. So another one there that every point is oh so important. So yeah, get up there as high as you can, man. We hope we can talk to you sometime soon. But until then, that part's up to you. And we have little doubt it'll be sometime within the next month.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, brother. You have a great evening.
You too.
All right, that was Kent McLean. He was our victor here tonight as we wrap up our second of 3 days of racing broadcast for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Just Motor International Limited Late Models tomorrow night. Big shout out and thanks to Dawson Potter, Kale, Travis McDonald, Kelly McKellen, James Stratton, Kenneth McLean, Josh Roberts for the likes, shares, and follows. For the chat, Vicky Schuler, obviously. Who else got? Brian Angel, Dawson, Kale, Travis, James, Brett Vanderwood, Chris Standridge. Apologies for the Facebook hiccups. I've got a bit of information on what to do to fix that, so I'll give that a try. So hopefully that's not a problem tomorrow night. But until then, please, give the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channels a like, follow, or subscribe, depending on the features. And we'll see you again sometime soon. But until then, you know the drill. My name's Bob. Love yous all. Boy.